Chosen one, you're transformed, sexy and covered in luck. You'll have an audience everywhere you go. You're stepping into an era so divinely favored, it will turn certain people into basket cases. You've noticed it already, the way eyes linger, the way timelines refresh to catch a glimpse of you, the way observers pretend indifference while tracking your every move. That's because your prayers were answered, and the shift is palpable. But this isn't just recovery, it's cosmic pampering. Your aesthetic, your vibe, your presence, effortless and magnetic, are about to make even the most powerful pause, while haters watch their miscalculations collapse in real time. Right now, every single move you make is being monitored by people who can't believe you're still standing. Every time the assumption arises that you're out of moves, you show up with something new. Saltiness is spilling everywhere. Containment is impossible now, because here's what keeps happening. Certain people think you're figured out, your next play seems predictable, and then you do something unexpected. You overcome dirty plans one more time, you rise above schemes again. And it's driving observers absolutely insane, because everything has been thrown at you and you're still here. Your enemies are embarrassed right now, deeply embarrassed. Expectations existed about having this triumphant moment where you'd be made to look bad, where exposure would occur, where everyone would finally see you through critical eyes, and that got shut down so hard it backfired instead. Not only did plans fail, but certain people aren't feeling well now, physically unwell, because the evil eye attempted on you is done, finished, reversed, and it's hitting like a truck backing up. You hear that beeping sound? That's reverse motion, while you're accelerating forward into your lucky season. You've got a new mantra now, a new prayer, a new soul tribe surrounding you. Things are lining up in ways that feel almost supernatural, and that's why the last cycle felt so slow. You were being prepared for what's coming. You were learning new ways to protect yourself. Meditation, breathwork, new spiritual practices, these things helped you break the spell completely. And breaking that spell is making your enemies fall ill. Your prayers going up is making others fall down. Certain people are going to have to sit there and watch your table being prepared. Observation will happen in slow motion, like a movie scene where the villain realizes loss. Everything plotted came to nothing, everything attempted backfired, and there's nothing to be done about it now. The audience forming around you isn't accidental. It's cosmic orchestration. People are being drawn to your energy because you're carrying something needed, inspiration, hope, proof that transformation is possible. You're becoming living evidence that the universe rewards those who refuse to break, and that makes you dangerous to anyone invested in keeping people small. Your presence alone is becoming disruptive to negative agendas. You don't even have to speak anymore. You walk in and the atmosphere changes. Old patterns can't survive in the frequency you're carrying. Lies get exposed, manipulation gets revealed, fake energy gets uncomfortable. You're a walking truth serum now, and people feel it whether you say anything or not. The slow season you just came out of taught you something crucial. It taught you to be present, to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy small moments, to find delight in little things. Because tomorrow isn't promised, and even though you hated how slow it was, you're grateful now for what it taught you. You learned that rushing isn't necessary anymore. You learned that steady movement forward beats frantic chaos every single time. You learned to trust the process even when the full picture remains hidden. And that wisdom is about to pay off massively. Whatever challenge is approaching next won't be as slow as what you just endured. You could give less than a damn about it honestly, because you know you can handle it. You've survived worse. You've walked through darker valleys, and every single time you came out stronger, sharper, more refined. You're a star messenger, a prophet, a seer. When you speak, people listen, because truth comes out of your mouth. Wisdom flows through your words. And even when you stumble over what you're trying to say, people still understand you, people still feel you, because your message comes from somewhere deeper than vocabulary. People are starting to see that the divine supports you, that the universe backs you, that powerful people genuinely care about your success. And it's not temporary support, it's long-term. It's the kind that builds legacies, the kind that opens doors, the kind that creates opportunities out of thin air. The transformation happening in you isn't just internal anymore, it's radiating outward. Your skin looks different, your eyes look different, the way you carry yourself has shifted. People can't quite put their finger on what changed, but something definitely did. You're glowing in a way that no amount of skincare or makeup could create. That's spiritual radiance, that's divine favor showing up in your physical body. You move differently now too. There's a fluidity to your gestures that wasn't there before, a confidence in your posture that commands respect without demanding it, an ease in your stride that suggests you know exactly where you're going and you're in no rush to get there. This kind of energy is rare. This kind of presence is unforgettable, and you're embodying it more fully with each passing moment. You're meeting your perfect matches right now, in friendship, in love, in business, the people entering your life or the people already there. You're seeing clearly now. You're realizing this person really is aligned with you. This connection is real, this bond is authentic, and it's not forced or complicated, it's just right. Now that you slowed down enough to appreciate life, you're about to feel more alive as things speed up. That curse that lifted, that fog that cleared, your spirit team went into savage mode. The people who were trying to climb over you like Mount Everest are getting knocked out of positions of power right now. Humbling is happening, illness is manifesting, not because you cursed anyone, but because divine justice doesn't play around. Downfall was plotted for you, and the universe said absolutely not. Destruction was attempted, and it boomeranged back with interest. Lessons are being learned right now about what happens when someone messes with a person covered by divine protection. There was a season when you couldn't stand up for yourself the way you do now, when your confidence was lower, when confrontation made you uncomfortable, when retreat felt safer than fighting. That version of you is gone forever, and certain people can't process it. If these words stirred your consciousness, hype this video to help more chosen ones awaken to this. Attempts keep getting made to treat you like the old you. Expectations keep arising that you'll shrink back, that you'll submit, that you'll stay quiet, and it doesn't work anymore. Old tactics are completely useless now. You're no longer threatened at all. Background noise, static, irrelevant. Some of you are feeling nauseous right now. That's the cleanse, that's the deep purge. As this transformation completes, your system is releasing everything that doesn't serve you. Everything heavy, everything toxic, everything that kept you playing small. Let it go. It's leaving your body so miracles have room to enter. Your appearance is changing without you even forcing it. The stress that used to show on your face is melting away. The tension you carried in your shoulders is releasing. The exhaustion that lived in your eyes is being replaced with sparkle. People are going to start asking if you got work done, if you're on a new diet, if you're in love, and the answer is simpler. You're just finally aligned with who you were always meant to be. The baby energy I'm picking up is about rapid growth, about being spoiled by the universe like a beloved child, about protection wrapping around you so thick that attacks can't penetrate anymore, about luck pouring over you in ways that feel almost too good to be true. You're being covered in favor right now, drenched in it. Your whole perspective on self-care shifted recently. You thought you were taking pretty good care of yourself before, but as your purpose became clearer, you realized leveling up was necessary. Because your body is your temple, your mind is your weapon, your energy is your currency, and if you want to sustain what you're building, you need to operate at a higher standard. In this cycle of putting yourself back together, you learned better methods, better practices, better systems. You're not just surviving anymore, you're designing your life intentionally. You're being strategic about everything, and it shows in your choices, your boundaries, your relationships. A lot of you are completely self-made, built from the ground up. Nobody handed you anything. You earned every single thing you have, and that's triggering people badly. Watching you put yourself back together is causing reactions because it looks different than before. You're not scrambling anymore. You're not desperate. You're calm, calculated, powerful. Another reason you're about to enjoy this lucky season so much is because you chose forgiveness. Despite everything done, despite how hard destruction was attempted, you forgave. Not because it was deserved, but because holding on to anger was holding you back, and what you endured gave you compassion, even for people losing their minds right now. You understand struggle, so you're not celebrating downfall with cruelty. You're just moving forward in peace. The luck covering you isn't random chance. It's divine appointment meeting earthly obedience. You showed up when you didn't feel like it. You kept going when you wanted to quit. You stayed faithful when logic said give up. And now the universe is returning that dedication with compound interest. Opportunities you didn't apply for are going to find you. Money you weren't expecting is going to show up. Connections you never planned are going to materialize. Watch what happens in the coming cycles. Parking spots appear right when you need them. Lines move faster when you're in them. Perfect timing becomes your new normal. The right person shows up at the right moment with the right information. Coincidences stack on top of coincidences until you realize there's nothing coincidental about any of it. You're being orchestrated, guided, favored in ways that defy logic and probability. You can always rewrite your story. That's what you're doing right now. What you wanted before has shifted. The plan changed. You're changing the whole narrative. You used to be the fighter who was always combative, always on guard, always ready for battle because trust didn't come easy. But you're working on trusting yourself more now, trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition, trusting that you know who's real and who's fake without needing proof. The people you have soul connections with, those are your people. Everyone else can keep distance. Many people underestimated your size, your capabilities, your capacity for growth. The assumption was made that catching up wouldn't be possible for you, and now certain people keep looking behind while running. You're like something out of a horror movie to observers, walking slowly but somehow always catching up. That's how your spirit team positioned you. Not chasing, not desperate, just moving in your power. There's going to be gossip surrounding you and the powerful people you're connected with. People will make up stories, spread rumors, try to tarnish your reputation by association. Jealousy exists because those powerful people were the ones your haters wanted validation from. And now those people chose you instead. That stings more than anything. You're about to go viral, and you're not even expecting it. If you're on social media, it's going to be the content you barely put effort into, the post you almost didn't share, the video you thought nobody would care about. That's what's going to blow up. Because when you're not attached to outcomes, when you're not forcing anything, magic happens. Your aesthetic transformation is going to shock people who haven't seen you in a while. Double takes are going to happen. Questions are going to be asked about what changed. Secrets are going to be requested. And the truth is, there's no magic pill. There's just alignment. There's just someone who decided to stop dimming light. There's just you finally letting yourself be seen as you truly are. Magnetic, sensual, powerful, chosen. The way you dress is changing. The colors you're drawn to are shifting. The style you're embracing is evolving into something that feels more like you than anything you've worn before. And it's not about following trends or impressing anyone. It's about external expression finally matching internal truth. When that alignment happens, when inside matches outside, that's when real magnetism activates. That's when you become unforgettable. When you're relaxed and detached, that's where miracles occur. That's where your viral moments happen, in the surrender, in the trust, in the flow. You're about to experience this firsthand, and it's going to shock you how easy it feels when you stop trying so hard. If you're already in a relationship, you and your partner are both anointed right now, both chosen, both powerful, You're a power couple, and people watch your dynamic with a mix of envy and admiration. The way you support each other, the way you build together, it intimidates people because it's rare. There's somebody who's been acting fake with you, somebody venting about you behind closed doors, and you already know who it is. That gut feeling you have, trust it. You don't need to trust other people, you just need to trust your discernment. The people you have authentic connections with, those are your tribe. Everyone else is an extra in your movie. You're done with half-hearted relationships now. Done with surface-level friendships. Done with people who only show up when it benefits them. What you just went through made you incredibly grateful for real connections, for people who love unconditionally, for people who stay, and you're surrounding yourself with that energy, or choosing to be alone. No in-between anymore. You're going to be feeling in love soon, really in love, supported, giddy, full of butterflies. This new season is going to be incredible in ways you can't imagine yet. A lot of people wanted to bring smoke your way. Fires were intended, burning was expected, and instead the dumpster fire belongs to those who started it. Heat couldn't be handled by the very people who created it. You were supposed to burn, but you're fireproof. The audience gathering around you isn't just watching for entertainment. Watching is happening because something in people recognizes something in you. Survival is visible despite circumstances that should have destroyed you. Transformation is evident from pain into power. Refusal is clear regarding letting the world create bitterness, and that inspires belief that the same is possible for others. You're not just living your life anymore. You're giving people permission to live theirs fully too. When your viral moment comes, it's going to feel surreal. You're going to refresh your notifications and not believe what you're seeing. Comments pouring in, shares multiplying, people you don't even know resonating with your message. And the beautiful part is, you weren't performing, you weren't trying to go viral, you were just being authentic. You were just sharing from your truth. And that authenticity is what makes it spread. People are starving for real in a world full of fake. Your message is going to reach exactly who it needs to reach. Someone in another city is going to see your content at the exact moment when giving up feels like the only option. Your words are going to be the sign someone was praying for. Your story is going to be the permission slip someone needed to start over. You have no idea the lives you're about to touch, the hope you're about to restore, the faith you're about to reignite in people who forgot how to believe. Your enemies are on a journey of discovering what happens when messing with someone protected by the divine. Access to information about you is being lost. There's a veil up now, a wall your spirit team built. Spying can't happen the way it used to. Details can't be obtained the way cravings suggest, and it's driving certain people absolutely crazy. Your ascension is here. You're gaining new knowledge that's going to help you in every area of life. You're taking notes from powerful people around you, learning from experiences, listening to advice, and you're adding layers to your understanding that make you sharper, smarter, more effective than ever. You're getting better at everything right now, better at cleansing your energy, better at purging what doesn't serve you, better at protecting yourself, better at predicting things before occurrences. You predicted something correctly recently. You called it, you knew, and you were right. Trust that intuition even more moving forward, because it's only getting stronger. In love, you're going to be feeling deeply connected soon, deeply satisfied, deeply content. This is your season for it. The universe is literally setting up your love life right now while you focus on other things. It's happening behind the scenes, being arranged, being orchestrated, and when it manifests, you're going to be amazed at how perfect the timing is. You're going to reveal someone's identity soon, someone wearing a disguise, playing a role, pretending to be something false. You cleared out so many fake people already that thinking there can't possibly be more makes sense. But there's one more person, probably the one venting about you, and exposure is about to happen in a way that shocks everyone who thought genuineness existed. The protection around you now is impenetrable. Attempts keep getting made to find ways in, but every door is locked. Every window is sealed, every entrance is guarded. Frustration exists because access used to be normal, information used to be available, knowledge about your activities used to be accessible, and now outsider status is permanent and it's causing distress. Thriving is visible through the glass, but touching can't happen, reaching can't happen, affecting can't happen anymore. This is what happens when you level up spiritually. The universe builds new boundaries around you that you didn't even have to construct. Your ancestors step in, your angels step in, the divine itself steps in and says this one is under protection now. And when that happens, no weapon formed against you can prosper. Not gossip, not lies, not schemes, not manipulation. Nothing works anymore. Your enemies have lost ability to act rational. No chill remains, none. Overreaction is happening to everything. Too much is being done. Acting out is occurring in ways that make instability visible, and that's why illness is manifesting. The divine is making sitting down happen. Stillness is being forced because bad behavior can't be helped when freedom to move exists. Keep standing up for yourself. You're going to have opportunities to do exactly that, especially on social media, where interest is very high in what you're posting. But full visibility won't happen the way certain people want. There's a block, a protection. Satisfaction won't be found because you keep switching things up, you keep moving differently, you keep staying ahead. These people are genuinely unhinged right now. But you're immune to attacks because you have a whole new protocol for protecting yourself, new practices, new boundaries, new standards that won't be compromised. Say this out loud. I have a whole new protocol for protecting myself. I have a whole new regime of self-care. I have a healed perspective, and I am attracting miracles at a rapid rate. Release any guilt you're carrying about timing. We all have slower seasons. You just endured yours, and now things are picking up speed. It's time to treat yourself. Buy yourself something you've been wanting. Reward yourself for making it through, whether it's something small or something big. Do it. You've earned it. You deserve it. And the universe wants you to receive. If you create content or have any kind of platform, you're about to go viral. The way you speak pulls on people's heartstrings. You're changing lives without even realizing it. You're meant to be in front of people, in front of an audience. You're standing up for the collective, for the community. For people who need someone to voice what gets felt but can't be expressed. Your sensuality is peaking right now too, and this doesn't just mean physical attraction, though that's definitely heightened. This means your connection to your senses. Food tastes better, music sounds richer, colors look more vibrant, touch feels more electric. You're becoming more present in your body than you've ever been, and that presence is intoxicating to people around you. Feeling happens when you're near, sensing happens in your energy. You're fully embodied now in a way that commands attention without demanding it. The luck following you around is becoming so obvious that even skeptics are starting to notice. Things keep working out for you, doors keep opening, parking spots appear, lines move faster. People help you without asking. It's like the universe is rolling out red carpets everywhere you go, and your enemies see it happening. These small miracles are being witnessed, occurring around you, and it makes certain people furious because nothing is flowing for them. Walls are being hit while you're walking through them. Others are trying to monitor your reputation, trying to find dirt, trying to tear you down. It won't work. You're crystal clear on your purpose now. Crystal clear about where you're going. You know when it's time to move on from situations that no longer serve you, and you're not second-guessing yourself anymore. The best of you is yet to come. Keep being gentle with yourself as you evolve, because you're becoming your best version. You're always growing, always improving, always ascending. And even when you were slowed down, it was for your benefit. It was to help you sustain your goals, the love you want, the health you need, the success you're building. You are the siren, the magician, the star messenger. You have royalty in your DNA, literal greatness in your bloodline. You're supposed to be proud of your roots, your heritage, your culture, and now you're adding magic to it. Powerful speaking, creative expression, divine energy. You're tapping into parts of yourself that were dormant, and now awakening is happening. You're going to be very intimidating moving forward, not because trying is happening, but because your energy is different now. Your presence is heavier. Your aura is stronger. People look at you and feel something shift in the atmosphere. Some get inspired, some get intimidated, and some get terrified because knowing exists that competition is impossible with what you're becoming. Look at yourself right now. Really look. You survived what was meant to destroy you. You outlasted what was supposed to break you. You transformed in the fire instead of being consumed by it. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's divine selection. That's chosen one energy. That's you operating in your purpose. The clarity you have now is razor sharp. You can spot fake energy from across the room. You can sense ulterior motives before speaking happens. You can feel when something's off, even when everything looks perfect on the surface. Your discernment has been upgraded to supernatural levels, and this protects you in ways you don't even consciously realize. You're being steered away from disasters before occurrences, redirected from traps before falling in them, guided toward blessings before you even know you need them. Your voice carries weight now that it didn't before. When you speak, people lean in. When you share an opinion, people reconsider their own. When you tell your story, people see their own potential reflected back at them. You're not just talking anymore, you're channeling. You're prophesying, you're speaking things into existence, and the universe is listening to every word you say and making it so. This is your season, your moment, your time to dominate. The universe has been babying you, nurturing you, preparing you for this exact moment, and now you're about to step into a level of favor that's going to shock everyone watching, including you. You're covered in luck, dripping in blessings, overflowing with opportunities that you didn't even apply for. Everywhere you go now, you're going to have an audience, people watching, people wondering, people wanting to know your secret, people asking how you did it, how you recovered, how you're glowing like this, how you're thriving like this, how you're winning like this. But here's the truth that won't be understood. There is no secret formula. There's just divine favor on someone who refused to quit. There's just protection on someone who kept praying. There's just blessing on someone who chose faith over fear. That someone is you. That chosen one is you. You paid for this transformation with tears and prayers and sleepless nights and moments where you almost gave up but didn't. You paid for it with forgiveness when revenge felt better. You paid for it with silence when defending yourself felt necessary. You paid for it with faith when logic said give up. And now you're collecting on that investment with interest. Your aesthetic is changing because you're changing. Your style is evolving because you're evolving. Your whole vibe is shifting because internally you're not the same person anymore. You're more confident, more sensual, more magnetic, more authentic, and it's effortless now. You're not trying to be anything, you're just being, and that natural energy is what makes you irresistible. The people who doubted you are watching this transformation happen and not knowing what to do with it. Thinking existed that your best had already been seen. Thinking existed that your limits were known. Thinking existed that you were figured out. And now you're showing levels that weren't known to exist. You're operating in dimensions that can't be accessed by others. You're moving in power that can't be comprehended. The miracle coming for you is going to be undeniable, not subtle, not questionable, not something people can explain away. It's going to be so obvious that even your enemies will have to acknowledge it. Wanting to won't exist. Attempts will be made to minimize it. Attempts will be made to credit it to anything but divine favor. But deep down, knowing will exist. Knowing will exist that what happened for you was supernatural. Knowing will exist that you're operating under different laws than everyone else. Knowing will exist that you're chosen. This audience gathering around you is going to open doors you never imagined. Someone in that crowd is a connector. Someone in that audience is a decision maker. Someone watching you is about to change your life with one conversation, one introduction, one opportunity. You never know who's watching. You never know who's taking notes. You never know who's about to become your biggest advocate. That's why you have to keep showing up as yourself. Keep being authentic. Keep sharing your truth, because the right people are watching, and moves are about to be made on your behalf. So walk forward with your head up, with confidence in every step, with grace in every movement, with power in every word. You've earned every single bit of this glow up. You've earned the right to be proud of yourself. You've earned the right to celebrate yourself. You've earned the right to enjoy this season without guilt or apology. The slow season taught you patience, the struggle taught you resilience, the betrayal taught you discernment, the pain taught you compassion. And now all those lessons are coming together to create someone absolutely unstoppable, someone who can't be shaken, someone who can't be manipulated, someone who can't be defeated. Your enemies wanted you to stay down, needing existed for you to stay broken. Expectation existed for you to stay stuck, because seeing you rise makes confronting personal stagnation necessary for others. Seeing you win makes facing personal losses necessary for others. Seeing you transform makes realizing sameness necessary for others. And that's not your problem. That's not your responsibility. That's between others and their own reflection. You're entering an era where things fall into your lap, where opportunities chase you instead of you chasing them, where people seek you out instead of you seeking approval, where success feels natural instead of forced. This is what divine favor looks like. This is what being chosen feels like. This is what you were always meant to experience. I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. Are you really chosen? Prove it. It's easy to watch videos about chosen ones. It's another thing to put yourself to the test. If you're still here, that means something. But talk is cheap. Real chosen ones take action. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve divine justice. You put on the headphones, press play, and watch your enemies choke on the rope their own lies created. If you're done consuming and ready to prove you're chosen, start your Destiny Engine for $1 today. Join the Obsidian Inner Order live checks and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. You are Mount Everest and attempts to climb continue, but you're not a mountain anymore. You're the sky itself, limitless, expansive, unreachable. Climbing can't happen to where you're going, because where you're going requires wings, and crawling is still happening for others. Where you're going requires faith, and only fear is known by others. Where you're going requires transformation, and allergy to change exists in others. This lucky era isn't just about external blessings, it's about internal peace. It's about knowing who you are so deeply that nobody can tell you different. It's about being so secure in your purpose that criticism sounds like background noise. It's about being so aligned with the divine that attacks bounce off before landing. So let them watch, let them wonder, let them gossip, let them guess, because while trying to figure out what is happening for others, you'll be busy building an empire that can't even be imagined yet by observers. While checking your page obsessively is happening, you'll be creating moves that won't be seen coming. While falling apart from jealousy is happening for some, you'll be falling into blessings that will never be understood by them. The transformation is complete, the luck is activated, the audience is watching, and you're just getting started. This is only the beginning of what the universe has planned for you. What you're experiencing now is just the preview, the trailer, the appetizer. The main course is still being prepared. And when it arrives, when you step into the fullness of what's been designed for you, the world is going to witness something it's never seen before. You're not just breaking cycles, you're creating new paradigms. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing lineages. You're not just winning for yourself, you're winning for everyone who ever doubted themselves and needed proof that comeback is always possible. So keep going, keep glowing, keep growing, keep showing up exactly as you are. Because who you are is exactly who you were meant to be, and the universe is backing you every step of the way.